Two coaches, same niche, same caliber of expertise. One has a calendar full of inbound discovery calls. The other, honestly, the better coach, books almost nothing. Same audience, same expertise. So, what's the difference? It isn't talent, it isn't discipline. It's one system. I call it the content flywheel. And no, it isn't post more. It isn't hiring a ghostwriter. It isn't just be more consistent. You've tried those. This is something else entirely. Here's the part that should scare you. The better you are at the actual coaching, the easier it is to be that second coach. Because you didn't become a coach to become a marketer. You're brilliant in the room. So you go heads down on the work. The posting stops. And quietly, you go invisible. Because if you don't post, you stay invisible. And if you don't post enough, you start losing clients you'll never even know were looking. So here's the deal I'll make with you. 1,000 pieces of content in your voice, your talking head clips, your frameworks, your slides, and get you 100,000 views in 90 days. And if we don't hit it, we keep going for free until we do, or give you your money 100% back and you keep the content we produced. Give me the next 10 minutes and I'll show you exactly how the flywheel runs without you. And stick with me to the end. I'll also show you the exact 60-day sequence we'd publish for you. And the 1 30-minute a week habit that keeps you in complete control. Now let me level with you. I'm not going to flash fake logos at you. I'm not going to read you testimonials I made up. Here's what's actually true. This engine already runs on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on X, real workspaces, real coaches, driven by data on what actually earns attention in your niche, not some writer guessing. There's even a self-serve version of this, a tool thousands of operators run themselves. But that's not what I'm offering you today. What I'm offering you is the done for you tier. We took the engine that works and put our team behind the wheel. You don't operate it, you don't learn it, you don't babysit a freelancer who half learns it. We pull out your expertise, we build the engine around your voice. We run it, you approve. That's the whole arrangement. In about 90 seconds, I'll show you the 4 turns that make it run. But first, let me tell you a story. I think it's yours. You're good, like genuinely good at what you do. Years of reps, frameworks that actually change people's lives. The kind of expertise people happily pay for. And yet, when it comes to being seen, you're a ghost. You know you should be posting. Everyone says it. Build your authority on LinkedIn. So you try. It's 9 p.m. The last call's done. You sit down, you stare at the blank box. You write something, you hate it, you rewrite it, you post it at 11. Then a client engagement eats your whole month and you vanish again. The blank cursor wins. And here's the part that actually stings. It's not the work. It's posting into the void. You pour an insight into your post, something that took you 7 years to learn, and it lands on 14 people. 3 of them are bots. So you start to wonder, maybe content just doesn't work for someone like me. You pull back. And the silence gets louder. Now look across the feed. There's another coach in your niche. And let's be honest with each other. Your frameworks are better, you go deeper, you get better results. But them, they're everywhere. Crisp, consistent, every single week. Booking the calls that should have been yours. They didn't beat you at coaching. They beat you at content. At the one thing that has nothing to do with how good you are in the room. And that's a maddening way to lose. Now, here's what took us too long to figure out. When we first tried to fix this, we did what everyone does. We tried to write more, hire more, push harder. It didn't work. The voice drifted. The output dried up the second anyone got busy. The unlock wasn't more effort. It was the opposite. We stopped guessing what to post and started pulling from what was already working in the niche, rewritten in the coach's own voice. The moment we did that, the whole thing started running on its own. That became the system. Because the answer was never work harder. It was never post more. You don't have the hours. You shouldn't have to. The coaches winning your niche aren't more disciplined than you. They just have a system. You're about to have a better one and you won't even have to run it. So let me name the real problem first. It's not that you're busy. Busy is a symptom. The real problem has a name. I call it the expertise trap. In one sentence, the better you get at the work, the less time you spend where buyers can find you, so your visibility shrinks at the exact rate your expertise grows. That's the trap. And you cannot out-discipline it. You can only replace it with a system. So here's the system. We call it the content flywheel. In one sentence, it turns one thing you already know into 20 plus posts a month across 3 platforms in your voice that you only have to approve. 4 turns. And it never stops spinning. Here's the thing most agencies won't tell you. This runs on data, on what's already working in your niche, not on a writer crossing their fingers. Turn 1, discover. We find what's already earning attention right now in your niche, not in general. The angles people are reacting to, the questions your future clients are actually asking, the contrarian takes that get saved and shared. This isn't invention, it's intelligence. But before any of that, we do the most important thing. We extract you, your frameworks, your positioning, the way you challenge clients without coddling them, the things you'd never say. That goes in the engine permanently. So everything that comes out reads as you, not as generic coach content. And that handles the thing you're quietly worried about right now. That handing this off means it stops sounding like you. Watch what comes next. Turn 2, repurpose. We take those proven angles and rewrite them through your voice, your frameworks. Look at the actual copy. This isn't a template with your name swapped in. This is your point of view, sharpened. The insight that took you years to earn, written the way you'd say it on your best day. Turn 3, publish. One idea becomes 3. LinkedIn gets the long form breakdown. Instagram gets a carousel, hook, framework, call to action. X gets a tight thread. Same insight, 3 platforms, native to each one. That's 20 plus authority posts a month and 0 hours of writing from you. Turn 4, approve. And I want to be crystal clear here. Nothing publishes without your yes. You stay editor-in-chief. Each piece lands in your queue. You glance through, you tap approve. About 30 minutes a week, on your phone, with your coffee. That's the 30-minute habit I promised you. And it's the whole job. Our team handles the rest. The writing, the formatting, the platform perfect timing. The LinkedIn post goes out Thursday at 8 a.m. when your founders are scrolling. You don't touch the calendar math, you just say go. That's the flywheel. Discover, repurpose, publish, approve. Spin it every week. And authority compounds for you automatically. Now I want to talk to the coach who already knows all this and is still stuck. Because that's the worst place to be. Let me guess. You're not lazy, you're not undisciplined, you're just busy being excellent at your craft. And that's the expertise trap closing around you. The better you get in the room, the less time you have for the marketing. So the gap between your expertise and your visibility keeps getting wider. Everything you know, the depth, the results, the frameworks people would pay to learn, all of it locked inside, invisible. While someone with half your expertise, but a working system, builds the empire that should have been yours. The podcast invites the inbound, the premium clients who found them online, not because they're better, because they're seen. And here's the hard part. Every month you wait, you hand them a bigger head start. You don't have a skill problem. You have a system problem. And a system problem, that has a solution. So here's exactly what done for you means. Not a tool you log into, not a freelancer you have to manage. Our team builds your entire authority content engine and runs it. Here's what you get. 1. Authority positioning build out. We pull out your framework and your voice and engineer them into the engine. So every post reads like the category authority, not a generic poster. Done once, by us, with you. 2. A 60-day launch sequence, written and scheduled. This is the sequence I promised you at the start. Your engine doesn't start from an empty calendar. A full credibility building sequence goes live from day 1. We write it, you approve it, we publish it. You're building authority before your second coffee. 3. Discovery call content, done for you. This is the whole point. booking driving posts, and DM hooks engineered to put inbound calls on your calendar, not vanity likes. Calls from people who already trust you because they've been reading your thinking for weeks. 4. Cross platform distribution. Every idea adapted natively for LinkedIn, Instagram, and X. Managed end to end by our team. You're on 3 platforms every week and you spend 0 hours making it happen. Add it up, 20 plus authority posts a month, 3 platforms, your voice, you approving everyone. Inbound discovery calls landing while you coach. 0 hours of writing, 0 tool to learn, 0 team to hire. Now compare that to the alternatives. A LinkedIn ghostwriter alone, 1500 to 3 grand a month for one platform, and the voice drifts the second they get stretched. Hiring your own content person, that's a salary and a second job. This is a different category entirely. A whole engine, 3 platforms, run by a team with a guarantee attached. And I'll be straight with you about why we can back it this hard. Your results are how we grow. A coach who books calls, renews, and refers other coaches. So it's genuinely in our interest, selfishly, that this works for you. That's why we're willing to put our own time on the line. Which brings me to that guarantee. Here's our guarantee. Over the next 90 days, we'll create 1,000 posts in your own voice, using your talking head clips, your frameworks, your slides, engineered to travel and get you at least 100,000 views. If we don't hit that 100,000, one of 2 things happens. We keep working for free until we do, or we give you every dollar back and you keep every piece of content we made. Either way, you can't lose. You get the reach or you get your money back with a library of content that's yours to keep. So here's what to do next. And notice, I'm not asking for a credit card. I'm not asking you to sign anything today. Click the button below this video. It opens a short application. Just a few quick questions about your coaching business. What you do, how you're handling content now, how soon you want this live. Takes about 2 minutes. There are no wrong answers. If you're a fit for done for you, you'll book a strategy call right there on the next screen. On that call, we map out what your engine would look like. We walk you through exactly how we'd build it and run it. And remember the 60-day sequence and the 30-minute habit I promised you? That's exactly what we'll map out together. For your business, in your voice. You'll know clearly if it's right for you. No pressure, no pitch fest. Just a real conversation about your pipeline. One last thing on the money. Think about it the right way. An engine that books calls while you sleep isn't a cost. It's an asset. One signed client from inbound content usually pays for months of this. You're not buying posts. You're buying back your visibility and your time. And the honest truth about timing. Every week you wait, the coach with half your expertise and a working system books another call that should have been yours. The compounding doesn't pause while you think about it. 60 days from now, one of 2 things is true. Either inbound calls are arriving from content in your voice, or because of the guarantee, we're still working for you free until they do. The expertise trap has a door. This is it. Click below. Answer a few quick questions. If you're a fit, book your strategy call. And let's build the engine that makes you the obvious authority in your niche.